Thanks for tuning in, everybody. As you know, this week, grades 3 through 8 testing started. As you also know, we've been pretty upfront about opt-out and supporting the parents of this community, and it's paid off. We've had a tremendous amount of opt-outs that have risen every single year for the past 4 years. I want to spend some time today talking about why opt-out's important and why we do what we do. I also want to talk about APPR for a moment. Let's start with opt-out first, though. Opt-out came about because test and punish came to our schools. Students were being given inappropriate exams, and they still are, and being measured on inappropriate levels. We are measuring third graders as to whether or not we think they're going to be career and college ready, and we're telling students as young as 8 years old that they're not college and career ready based on a standard that would measure out to be scoring 1630 on the SATs. How in the world does a test project if a student is going to score 1600 or whatever number you want to come up with on an SAT 10 years from when they actually take the first test? It's impossible. That's why parents banded together and started opting out. It's also why teachers started supporting them, watching their students struggle the way we've watched ours. Watching students with stress, watching them be labeled failures, watching them cry, watching them throw up. We've seen it all. Parents finally said they've had enough, and make no mistake about it, opt-out started with parents. It's been supported by teachers and various groups around the state, but it was parents that led this movement. They started it because they saw what was happening to their children. We were able to help them because we saw what was happening to our students. Several years now, the MTA has taken out ads in the Mahopac News encouraging parents and supporting parents' rights to opt out. This was this year's ad, and I think it's pretty plain to see that we support the parents of this community who number over 60% of our parents in their rights to opt out. Lastly, this week, I want to talk about the connection between testing and APPR. I want to make it clear that there is not a person in this district that thinks that what you do on a daily basis can be measured in 3 days or even 1 day of testing. No one thinks that. In fact, I've read multiple opt-out letters from parents in this community that have said their teachers are great, and the reason why they're opting their children out is because their teachers shouldn't be measured on bogus test scores. Parents support us in this, administrators support us in this. So when you get your APPR score at the end of the year, please know that no one thinks that's what you are. You cannot be measured. What you do on a daily basis cannot be quantified based on 3 days or 1 day or any amount of days of testing. You're more than a test score, just like our students. Thanks for watching this week.